So, I was watching the Swoodly Poopers play soccer and John Green do his thing. If you guys don't know what that is, by the way, I'll put a link in the doobly-doo for sure. But John Green, who is a New York Times bestseller, he's the author of some of my favorite books ever. He is a, I would say, vaguely fantastic player of FIFA 13, and so he does a vlog wherein you just watch him play soccer and he talks about stuff. But he does this thing called Google autofill, where you start typing in a question, and the question is, am I a, and you just go down the alphabet. So am I A, and then you have it fill in the A, B, fill in the B, and he just answers the questions. So, am I a B turned out to be, am I a bad person? And I think that that's an interesting question. I don't believe that if you're asking that question that you're a bad person. I think that it's very easy to perceive people as bad when we don't understand their motives, when we don't understand why they're doing something or how they're doing something. And it's very easy to label them as bad. But I think that if you're asking whether you are a bad person, like, am I a bad person for doing this? I think that you've put a whole lot of thought into what you've done and how you did it. And perhaps you made a mistake. Perhaps that whatever it was that you did wasn't exactly, what should have been done. But that doesn't make you a bad person. I think that if you're wondering whether or not you're bad, inherently makes you a good person, because you put thought into the things you do, and you are present, and you care about the, I can't remember the word. I firmly believe that once you've done something and then you wonder whether or not you're a bad person, that makes you a good person, because you are concerned with the consequences of your actions. I think that a bad person is defined not necessarily by their actions, but by the lack of care for the consequences of those actions. Or you do something because you know that there is a bad consequence, and you do it anyway. And that has something to do with motive, certainly, but there's a lot more to it, I think, than just doing something and then, there happens to be a bad consequence. But that doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. You can make a mistake and then there's a consequence, but then you learn from that mistake. You go on. You're a smarter person. You're a good person. You're a better person. So I just thought that was a really interesting question. Am I a bad person? And I would say to anyone asking that question, no, you are not. And as long as you stay thoughtful, and as long as you continue to be concerned with the consequences of your actions therein, and you don't let that consume you, then you're good to go. So in the meantime, Nerd Fighters, keep rocking out, and I'll see you later.